about compiler design, which the topic was tree address code. Tree address code was a code generated code which is an intermediate code. Tree address code which divides the code into several parts to convert it into instructions. These instructions will be used to generate an assemble code. In tree address code, there are few types. One is quadruple, second one is triple, and third one is indirected triple. For the sake of these trees, let us consider an example. And the example is this expression will be converted into several parts. And the several parts is where T1 is equals to A plus B, T2 is equals to C plus B, where T1 and T2 are the temporary blocks which are generated by the compiler. Let's enter into the quadruple. Let us assume another example which is A plus B into C plus B minus A plus B plus C. Where quadruple contains four fields, which is first one is the operator, and the second one is argument 1, where third one is argument 2, and the fourth one will be the result. Where arguments are also the operators which we use in this equation. First, coming to the symbol table, I would like to make this expression into several parts. As we can see, here is the A plus B and here also A plus B. Let us consider A plus B in only one temporary block, that one is T1, that equals to A plus B. Then coming to T2, it will be C plus D. Then coming to T3, here the operator which we use the into, we T1 into T3. Coming to T4, as I said, A plus B is also here, that's why here we take A plus B in T1, so that we write as T1 plus C. Then coming to T5, the whole operation writes here A plus B into C plus B equals to T2 into T1 into T2, which is a temporary block 3. That's why I write it as T3 minus T4. I convert this expression into several temporary blocks for the convenience of the compiler, which converts the temporary blocks into symbol table. While coming to the operators in the first one, plus is the operator, argument 1 will be A, argument 2 will be B, and the result will be T1. And coming to second one, operator plus argument C, D, its result will be T2. When coming to T3, the operator was star, the operate 1 is T2, operate 2 is T2. Result will be 3. While coming to T4, the operator was plus, the argument 1 is T1, argument 2 is C, result will be T4. While coming to T5, the operator was minus, argument 1 is T3 and argument 4 is T4 and it will be stored in T5. Though we have a quadruple, why we introduce triple function? Because of quadruple, there are lot of temporary blocks. It will consume a lot of memory in the compiler, so that the compiler will run slowly. That's why introduce triple. As it names, triple contains three fields. One is operator as well, argument 1 and the argument 2. Based on these temporary blocks, we have to separate the symbol table. First, the operand will operate in the place. Argument 1 will be A and B. While coming to one address, operation is place. Argument 1 will be C, argument 2 will be D. While coming to address 2, T2 into T3. Operation will be where T2 will be the address 1 and T3 will be in address 0. Here we have to write the addresses of the table. When coming to third one, operation will be plus and the T1 plus T6. Where T1 is stored in address 0 and we have to add plus C. When coming to T5, it will be stored in address 4. Operation will be minus where T3 and T4, where T3 stored in second address and T4 will be stored in third address. Basically, in triple function, the memory of the computer will store in the address. If we call the address of the compiler, then it will run all the functions which we take. Then coming to the third one, indirected triple. Indirected triple is as very similar to triple function, but it contains another two fields containing with the pointers and the address point. Where coming to pointers, while we assign it to the computer, let us assume that I have assigned the computer from 100 to 104. While in 100, it will store the address of the 0. While coming to 101, it stores address of 1, 102 address of 2, 103 address of 3 and 104 address of 4. What are the benefits of the 3 address code generated? While we using 3 address code generated code, which will is basically transfer a source code into the machine code, which will helpful to the compiler to compile the expression in very easy way to the assembly code. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I have a few questions. How you people understand my class? Roshni. What is the major difference between the indirected code and the triple code?
It creates another symbol table as it represents very short way. Correct? Thank you.
Soumya. What is the major disadvantage of quadruple?
Creates more temporary blocks so that the space is consumed.
Sandhya. How many types it will be in the 3 address code? How many types in 3 address code?
3.
What are they?
Triple.
Thank you.